Hi everyone. It is day 3 of Design Your Life. I am really super excited. My husband's staring at me. No, okay. Welcome. Yes, I just ate. Today has been a great, crazy, wonderful day, and I am so happy and so excited to be here with you. I'm gonna see if anyone comes up while I'm prepping and making sure everything is okay. I'm excited to learn how things are going for you, not only in the challenge, but in general. So please, when you come in, just check us out, say hi, drop it in the comments. Yesterday I mentioned when I started the whole situation in Mexico and how it was tearing at my heart. Today, and for those of you that will see the replay, doesn't matter, I am asking for prayers for my home country, the Dominican Republic. Today, it starts the path of the Hurricane Maria, who just went through Puerto Rico and caused some real damage there. And my whole family is in the DR, and I am keeping tabs on Maria. See what she plans to do with my family and my hometown and all the people that I love so dearly. Having some water today because I realize I've been kind of dehydrated every time I go through the challenge days. So I'm super excited about day 3 in Design Your Life, because today is a day when I get to share some personal personal secrets with you. Okay. There you go. So what this means is that I am going to share with you part of the purpose of what we've been creating so far. So on the first session, we talked about how important it is to get honest with ourselves and get honest with our present situation, whether it is financial, whether it is career-wise, spirituality, contribution, and at least 9 sections that I mentioned previously. Now, you can find those sections and the way to do that, which is called the Wheel of Life, if you sign up for the challenge at www.anniepwoods.com/design-your-life. And as I always say, I'm gonna get a better link, a better URL the next time. But I was so excited about this that I totally forgot about the URL. So if you sign up for the challenge, even if you're watching this in the group because you're a member, if you signed up for the group way before, just sign up for the challenge and you will get the Wheel of Life email so that you can actually start the challenge from the get-go with the material that I'm providing you. The videos from day 1 and day 2 are on the feed, and you can check them out, replay them, use them to your advantage. There's instructions, there are practical steps to do what will get you to the next level in the aspect of designing your life. So let's get started with day 3. I'm really excited. Today has been, like I said, a little crazy, but talking about what's gonna take for you to shift your mindset. And whoever signed up, hello, just drop a comment, say hello in the comments. I am excited about talking to you today. If you've been watching from day 1, day 3 is really juicy, it's really exciting. Yesterday I was mentioning that in day 1 we talked about the Wheel of Life and how it's important to take an honest look at your life, see where you're at and see why you got there and how you got there. Day 2 was about creating your vision, creating what you want to achieve in the future. And when I say creating, I say writing down how you envision your life in the next 5 years. The importance of this is that there's nothing that can manifest itself if you don't see it first. The desires that we have in our heart, they exist within us because they are possible in the external world. But you need to get specific about what you want, and specific about the talents you have to make that happen. So I gave some instructions on what is a must on your vision. So it needs to be written in present. You need to be able to identify your talents in it. You need to be able to identify your passions in it, your vision for a better world, and make sure that all areas of the Wheel of Life are identified there, because you want to create that balance in your life. You don't want to envision a future that's just about work or it's just about family. You want that holistic experience of what life is going to be like in 5 years. So today we are going to talk about opening up to the ideas opening up our lives for that vision to be able to manifest itself. Okay? So how do you do that? You create that by starting to shift your mindset. Mindset is everything. Your attitude comes from your mindset, your belief system, the things that are ingrained in your mind that somebody taught you. You were not born believing these things, but they have defined the actions that you have taken so far. Now, how can you shift your mindset? You shift your mindset through practice. And I'm going to tell you what I do to make sure that my mindset is in the right place. My mindset is on track to make sure every day I make the calls that I need to make. I send the emails. I contact the women that I need to contact to be able to keep paying down debt, to grow my business, to grow in a happy and respectful marriage. All of those things are a fruit and a result of a mindset practice. So today I'm going to talk about that, how you can create your own mindset practice and why your vision, writing it, was so important, because it's part of the mindset practice. What's coming in the next 2 days is how to reverse engineer from your vision so that you can start creating the plan to achieve it. But the first step is always going to be here. Your money, your results do not come from action. They come from ideas. And ideas come from an open mindset. So I'm going to walk you through what my personal mindset practice is. It comes, for me, it looks like a morning routine. For you, it can look like someone else. But I'm going to tell you what I do and why I do it and how you can in turn translate it to your life. So the first thing I do when it comes to mindset is that I tackle the emotional component of my life. I journal every morning. I write down how I feel. I just empty myself, empty my emotions in a place that can contain it and that can give me clarity. I am personally a verbal processor. So as I write or as I talk, things start making sense to me. So my emotions start falling into place. So after I empty that emotional content into a tangible place, then I tackle the physical part of my life. So I move, I have my tea, I make sure that I keep healthy, because this is the body that is going to take you to your vision. This is the body that is going to go with you in the next 5 years. So if you do not take care of that body, it's likely that in the future, you won't be able to get to where you want to be. If there's disease, if there is illness, then it's likely that you will not be able to make your vision come true, unless your vision is a hospital bed, which I hope it isn't. Okay? So the first thing that I do is that I tackle my emotional component by emptying my thoughts and emotions on a notebook. I journal. The second thing I do is taking care of my body. That looks like, for me, that looks like moving and feeding myself. Then the third thing I do is tackle the intellectual component of my life. That looks like reading. Every morning I have a daily reader. I have homeworks that I do in the morning. I make sure that my brain is constantly stimulated. Sometimes I do not have time to work out and read, so I go out on a walk and listen to an audiobook or listen to a podcast. I make sure that my brain is functioning and that it's functioning properly and growing and expanding. Hi, whoever signed up, say hello, drop a comment. So the fourth thing I do is, for me, the most important part is when I take care of the spiritual component of my life. Now, I'm not talking religion. I'm not talking any type of particular faith. I am talking connecting with something and someone or whatever you want to call it that's bigger than myself. Now, I don't do it through talking to that it or thing or whatever. I do it by opening up to receive whatever messages there are out there for me. And this is when the vision that you just wrote takes place. And that's how I use it and how I invite you to use it. Before I meditate every morning, and that's my spiritual practice, I read my vision in peace, maybe with some light music in the background. I read my vision from beginning to end, and I'm talking about a 3-page document. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. Have you been following us along? Let me know. So when I read my vision, I connect with that emotion. So what does that mean? Whenever I read a line that describes the house where I'm going to live, that I'm gonna leave at, or that describes the kids that I'm gonna have. Whenever I see that, whenever I read that, I connect with the emotion. When I talked to you about writing your vision yesterday, I talked to you about writing how you feel while you live this life that you're dreaming about. Why? Because we make decisions from our emotions, okay? Oh, you have the emails? Don't worry, you'll catch up. That's awesome. Today I'm talking about how to create your mindset. So I'm walking everyone through my morning routine, that's my mindset practice, and after I'm done, I'm going to recap it, and then I am going to tell you how you can make that part of your day to day. So I hope you either catch it now or catch it on the replay. So when I'm going to when I tackle my spiritual phase, my spiritual component, I read my vision from the beginning to an end, like it's a declaration. I smile at the end because it is so fucking awesome. Dude, I have Oprah in my vision. I don't know who you have in there, but I have a very tight posse in my vision. So I make sure that I read my vision and then I meditate on it. This can take anywhere from 3 minutes to 15 minutes to 20 minutes, but I close my eyes and I sit still. And the only thing that's in my mind while I breathe in and I breathe out is the question, what do I need to listen? What do I need to learn? After reading my vision, what I am doing there is opening myself up for that force that's higher than me, that power that's higher than me, to let me know what I need to know to make sure that that vision happens. It's opening your third eye, or whatever you want to call it. But it is super important that you connect with your vision every day. Now, how do some people do it? Some of them, rather than reading it, create a vision board. Vision boards are super awesome, and I'm going to send you a few links on how you can create your own if you are a visual and artistic person, which I am not, I will admit. So what people do is that they create their vision boards with all areas of their wheel in there, and they meditate looking at it, opening up their minds to whatever that vision board is telling them. Why? Because like I mentioned yesterday, when you are focused on something, you are able to see the opportunities everywhere. When you are focused on the bad things, you are able to see those bad things everywhere. When you are focused on the obstacles, when you are focused on the negative things, you are able to see those things everywhere. So this is the importance of really connecting with all the good things that you want to happen. Why? Because when the bad things happen, and they will, because no one's safe from them, you will be able to hold on to something that's bigger than that. Your reward is bigger than the price you're going to pay for it. Okay? So let's recap that mindset practice that I have, that I do every day, that translates to my morning routine. The first thing that I do is that I tackle my emotional area. I journal every day. Now, one way in which you can do this, it doesn't have to be journaling. One way to let out emotion can be dancing, can be singing, and then you're tackling the physical area right away. Let out your emotion, but by letting it out, you need to feel it. You need to connect to it. So you let out your emotions. It can happen in the morning, in the afternoon, or right before you go to bed. Recap in your day. Say thank you. Part of my journaling is a gratitude practice. You know, I love the saying from the 12-step programs, it is a matter of an attitude of gratitude. This is also true when it comes to mindset. It is a moment, you need to take that moment, that emotional moment, to say thank you for whatever the fuck it's happening in your life, whether it's good or it's bad. It's happening not to you, it's happening for you. Okay? That's the first mindset shift. Your life is not happening around you just because. It's happening for you. It's happening so that you can achieve your greatest potential, whatever that is, so that you can live the life that you envision for yourself. Okay? So I want you to connect to that emotion, however you want to do it. By writing, by talking to someone. Maybe you want to have a deep conversation with someone in your house in the morning just to get those things out of your head. Then I want you to move, and I want you to get some nutrients into your body. Make sure that you're taking care of your vehicle. This thing needs to last for as long as you do, as your mind does. I want you to take care of your intellectual component. Don't tell me that you don't like reading. There's audiobooks. Don't tell me that you don't like audiobooks. There's videos. There is always a way for you to gain knowledge. And you know how people say knowledge is power? I am a firm believer that knowledge is power if you use it. So don't be lazy about using your knowledge. Find things that move you and that you know that you can use whenever. When you're on your commute, when you're on your commute going to work or back from work or during lunch, make sure that you're learning something new every single day. Okay? And then the most important part of your mindset practice is opening up to new ideas. Letting the ideas come to you, and that is part of your spiritual practice. If you go through praying, ask God, ask whoever you believe in, please let me know what I need to know today. And sit there and wait for the answer. It may come, it may not come. It doesn't really matter because it's going to get to you when you need it the most, not when you want. You need to surrender your will there. It's not like, oh my God, in my vision, there is this 10 grand that I need to get by tomorrow. No, it's not when you say. It's going to get to you if you put in the intentional effort. And if you connect to that emotion. And if you don't focus on the how, just on the what. So I invite you to take 3 minutes to yourself in silence every day, whenever. It's a gift that you're giving yourself, and open up to ideas. The results you have in your life are not a result of actions. It's a result of ideas. It's a result of the emotions that these ideas create. So you want to make sure that you are in a state of mind that's receptive to ideas. If you read your vision and you connect to that emotion, trust me, the ideas will come. Why? Because that vision was put in you because you are capable of obtaining it. There's no way around that one, okay? So, just to recap, in the whole wide world, when it comes to mindset, that is the first thing you want to adjust when it comes to your future and life. Now, what can you do to motivate yourself in that sense? Who do you admire? And this is part of your homework. I want you to do this. Find 3 people that you admire for whatever reason, okay? Make a list, 3 people. Of those 3 people, I want you to write down what you admire of them, not what they have accomplished. I want you to acknowledge in that list attributes that these people have. Attributes that you will find that most of them have in common. Successful people usually work using the same mindset, the same tools, whether they know it or not, or whether you know it or not. So I want you to find those things, and I want you to commit to one thing every day. After you do your internalizing, after you read your vision, after you do your 3 minutes with yourself, I want you to make a decision out loud and say, today I'm going to be grateful. Or just for today, I'm going to practice discipline. Just for today, I'm going to be tidy. Just for today, I will not complain. Attitude of gratitude equals no complaining. When you focus on the negative is what you're going to get. Your results are where your attention is. Okay? So make sure that when you're working mindset, you're taking care of all of the external components, your physical, emotional, and intellectual areas, so that when you connect with your spirituality, you are shifting into the mentality that's going to get you to where you want to be. Where's that? Ask yourself every day, where do I want to be? Read that vision every day, connect to it, and after you do it, smile. Smile after you read your vision. Connect with it and think about it as if it's already happened. This is not something that's going to happen. That's why you wrote your vision in present. This is something that's happening right now. Okay? Okay, so that was very quick for me on mindset. Marianne, thank you for watching, and thank you everyone that has stopped by. Yes, so your homework, just to recap, is just for tomorrow, just start one day at a time, Commit to taking care of the 4 areas of your life at least one time during the day. Take care of your emotional area, take care of your physical area, intellectual area, and spiritual area. Read your vision before you tackle spirituality. And while you do that, ask the question, what do I need to learn? Open yourself up for whatever crazy idea is going to come into your head. And trust me, if you resist it, if it's something that's too crazy, that's the best idea you're going to get. I promise you. If you in your heart think like, no my God, oh no my God, that's crazy, stick to it. Do it. Send me a text. Send me a PM. Whatever you want to do. Call your best friend and say like, I think this is crazy, but I know I need to do it, and go for it. Don't wait 2 days or 3 days. That's the one thing that's going to get you closer to your vision. Okay? You're going to be receiving emails, of course, and I really hope that this was of service. You have a good night, ladies. Stay untamed.